We remember from a few years back the assertion that there were what was the molecule in Venus's atmosphere that may be evidence for life thriving within the atmosphere. What? But how much credence is given to the idea that life could be completely thriving within an atmosphere and not require a surface at all?
And I've been a proponent of that we have to keep an open mind about that. And Chris doesn't agree with me about the prospects for life on Venus. And what he says is like, why aren't the clouds green? Meaning on Earth, if you could have life in the clouds so easily, then why aren't the clouds green? And that's an interesting objection. But it may be that there's some characteristics of the Venusian clouds that are more suitable for life than Earth clouds.
But if they were green, it would mean some chlorophyll photosynthesizing life.
Well, I mean, his point is that life is so opportunistic that anywhere on Earth where you can have life, it's abundant.
You do,
so
yes.
Why are our clouds full of life if you can have life in clouds?
But didn't you just give the answer to that when you said life is opportunistic, which means if it's easier not to have life in the clouds here, then the life will take advantage of the opportunity that's available, which is life everywhere else. But if there were no other choice, then perhaps life would manifest itself in the clouds.
No, that's not how life works. It goes everywhere it can possibly go.
So then in that...
we have life forms living at the bottom of the ocean.
Absolutely.
Where there's hot vents coming out.
Yes, and sulfur and all kinds of terrible stuff from volcanic...
And they're doing the backstroke.
And they're chilling down there. So then what would happen in Venus that would be the difference where life could exist?
One difference is that on Earth, clouds are not a very stable environment. Venus is covered with a permanent global cloud deck. So the clouds of Venus are almost like the oceans of Earth in terms of the stability of the environment. But, there's other objections like all that acid, But, the more we study life on Earth, the more we find that life thrives in these extreme environments we didn't anticipate. And people have been sort of playing around with that alternative chemistries of life that could possibly survive. So I think, it's just an interesting unknown.